Hi guys, I'm sysadmin SK. So in previous lecture, we had configured the distributed switch and we had migrated our vCenter virtual machine from VM network to the management network, which was accessible. Now also it is accessible. If I can show you, you can see. If you gone through my previous lecture, you will come to know this is my management port group where I have assigned to the virtual machine and I'm able to access my ES vCenter server. So what we do now? Now we'll configure the HA and DRA. So first thing, what is HA? Okay, so HA is nothing but the high availability. So what is HA? When you go with the HA is high availability. So if one machine you're down, your infra should not get down. So for this you need an high availability. So it is a high HA is always configured on the cluster, not on the host. It is always configured on the cluster. So for configuration of HA and DRS, you need cluster. So we have created one cluster and we added the host into the cluster. So first we'll go with the HA. So what is HA? So how it works? So when you configure the HA on the cluster, the FDM agent is installed on each of the hosts associated with the cluster. So as the host gets installed with the FDM agent, then election process starts. So now you say, what is election process? How it works? So election process is nothing but it checks which machine has more storage than the other. The machine has the more storage will be the master and other will be the slave. So HA works on master and slave configuration. So master and slave are important, means there is a one master and other will be the slave. The master who has more storage than the other host. If in case one condition comes that both the hosts has same storage, then the mobility ID. It checks the mobility ID. Who has the more mobility ID will be the master and other will be the slave. So in most of the condition, it goes with the storage only. There is no same storage condition comes. So it goes with the mobility ID. So as soon as the master and slave election process complete, so master always HA triggers two requests. One is heartbeat and second is network beat. It always checks. Master sends a message to the other slave and it gets an acknowledgement every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, master sends a request and get an acknowledgement. Sends a request and get an acknowledgement for the heartbeat of the storage as well as the network. So as it tries once, twice, thrice, four, and if one of the hosts didn't acknowledge thrice, then master assumes that host is not reachable or host is down or host has some of the problem. It cannot work in a production. So what it do? It migrates all the virtual machines to the other available host and restart on the destination host. All the machine will get restarted on the destination host and this machine gets completely down from internally and from externally it will not have any VM. All the VM will not get powered off, it will get restarted on the destination host. So take an example, if you have 2, 3, 4 and 2 has 2 virtual machines, so if it detects as a fail, then both the virtual machine will migrate to 3 and 4 and it will restart on the 3 and 4. It will not restart on the down host. It will restart on the up host where the machines are going to work. So this is the way how HA works. So how it is configured? You just click on the cluster, go to the configure and then click on the vSphere availability. and click on edit option and just click on vSphere HA enable. Now you can say host failure, VM will get restarted, response I disabled, will keep everything as a default, will not change anything to it. Will just enable the vSphere HA and everything is correct. Everything is default, will not do anything. So we have enabled the HA. So we'll just click on OK. Now I have clicked on OK. Now reconfiguration has been started. You can see refreshing network on the host. It will refresh. It will check the network connectivity between them. It should have the network communication between them while configuring an HA. The host, every host should make communication between others. So the hosts which are on the same cluster should be accessible to each other. Their storage should be accessible to each other. So you can say we have started. In downward side you can see is refreshing the network. It will check the network between them. Is the network are pingable, is network are accessible, so checking. So as it done, I'll show you the election process also. As it gets, you can see this is a vSphere HA came here. So you can see it is protected 50%. Now you can see VM monitoring disabled, everything is disabled. It is protected 50%. So now you will come to know the process also, election process and all. So HA has been configured. EVC mode is disabled. So we'll go with the EVC mode also, and I'll tell you what is EVC mode. So in vSphere HA, see, it's going, checking, everything will get completed. So now it is protected with the 50%. It will do and it will check all the things. Now HA has been, see, it is started, it's running. See, so I'll tell you what about this error. This error is nothing but it is ignorable error. So ignoring this error, what you have to do is you have to just go. This is not the correct. This is not the error. This is the error. Why? Because if you have the shared storage between them, then this error will not come. I have the shared storage as exist storage. I have not created the shared storage. So as soon as you will create the shared storage, this error will not come. So for ignoring this, you have to just go with the cluster configure option, and there is one command. I'll check where it is kept. I have kept it. Yes, ignore. See, this is the value you have to put. So what you have to go, just you have to go to the vSphere availability, edit option, and you need to go to advanced option, and here you have to put that value. So as soon as you put that value here, you will not be getting any that arrow. So you just click on it and you just paste it. So it didn't copy it. So what we do is just click and right click and then copy and then paste. So it is pasted. Just check, should not be any space, and here you have to put in small letter as a true. As you keep OK, so at the moment of time, if I'll refresh it, this error will get disappeared. So just wait, this error will get disappeared. See, is not checking. We'll just do login and logout once. So after login and logout, sometime it says to login and logout. After login and logout, the number of the error will go down. So we'll do for the administrator at vpeer.local and the password. So after login, again the error is persist. So you need to check and go, is this that value saved there? If yes, then you will not get that error. So maybe the value is not saved. Just go to the edit option. Okay. So delete one. Again we'll add. We'll go. So we'll just Control C and Control V. TRUE, true, and we'll select here. So yes, so what you have to do is, after this, I forgot to tell you, after this you have to just go to the reconfigure vSphere HA1. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. After the reconfiguration, this error will go down. This error will not come again. I forgot to tell you. So add is get completed, no? This error will get removed automatically. See, error gone. So it was the error just to be shared. You should have shared storage. As soon as you have shared storage, you will not be getting any alert or error. So what we did is, we have we have done with the HA configuration. Now we'll go with the DRS. In one video only I'll tell you everything for the HA also and DRS also. So it is done, and now we'll go for the DRS. For the same thing, you have to click on cluster. Your cluster, you go to configure. You have option vSphere DRS, and just it is turned off. Just click on edit option and just enable the DRS. So in DRS, I'll tell you what is. It is very simple. Just you checked it with DRS and it is done. No, there are three options you have: fully automated, partially automated, and manual. First, I'll tell you about fully automated. In fully automated, what happened? You have 3 ESXi hosts. One has a 5 virtual machine, second has a 3 virtual machine, and fourth has a 1 virtual machine. So every 30 minutes, the DRS starts working. It checks every 30 minutes. It checks. So every 30 minutes, it checks the load balancing between the hosts. If it gets that one is having more load as compared to other, it will migrate the virtual machines to the other host. So while migration, these three parts come: fully, partial, and manual. So in fully automatic, it will automatically migrate the virtual machine to the desired host. It will not ask you to, should I migrate this virtual machine to this ESXi host? It will not ask. It will, as per the availability, it will migrate the machine from one host to another. In partial automated, it will determine that this machine should be migrated, and it will recommend you, should I migrate on this host? If you say yes, then it will migrate, otherwise it won't migrate. So it will check the DRS, it will recommend you, but it will not migrate you. In manually, you have to do your own everything. You have to check your load balancing, you have to check your virtual machine. If you have, means it will not recommend you itself, you have to do everything yourself. You have to check the machine has the same load balance, it should not have more virtual machines, it should not have more load. Everything you have to check yourself. So many of the companies will keep as a partial or fully, so we'll go with the fully. Now it comes migration threshold. What it is? Migration threshold means how fast machine should migrate from one host to another. So we'll do migration threshold intermediate. Will not go for the less, will not go for the high. It will go for the aggressive, it will migrate in a small spike, it will migrate. No, we'll keep it intermediate. So it will check for the moment of time, is coming down or not. If at the moment it's not coming down, then it will migrate. And there is the option of predictive DRS, will not do it. And then this is, so is enabled. So we just click on OK. So we'll wait till it's done. So you can see we have configured with the DRS. So we have checked how HA works, how DRS works, how HA configured, how DRS configured. So for this video we are stopping with this. In the next video I'll show you how you can configure vMotion network between the virtual machine and how you can migrate machine from one host to another in live environment without disturbing the production.